get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, let's get it. Let's go. Man, that jump was crazy, man. Bro told me he might gotta put the cuffs on her. He said, man, I might gotta put the cuffs on her, Weezy. I'm standing there looking at him like, man, bro, a maniac, man. So, like, it's his decision, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dudes be all the way official. And I have learned this on the street, too. Like, you'll meet somebody that's all the way official. All the way official, man. Like, honorable, cool, loyal, the whole nine, man. Everything will be straight except when it comes to a woman. That's when you will see kind of like his bad attributes, man. His bad moves, like the type of things that he might do that you wouldn't agree with. Like, everything's supposed to be official with this man, but like sometimes that's just how it be. So like Man Man was all the way official, all the way into those moves, but who am I to really question those moves? Like, the objective is to really get her and then really get her to bring the pack. So I'm like, yo, maybe that's gonna be bro objective. So like, you know what I mean? Who am I? So I kind of just left it alone. Like, he asked me for advice, I gave him advice. It's up to him if he's gonna take it or not. So she come back to work. When she come back to work this time, she's back on the outside again. So I'm like, man, it's crazy. So the word came out that she working our building. So the lady that used to work our building, they said they sent her to 60 building. So now this is our permanent floor office in the morning now. So we outside, man. I used to go outside and work out with bro every other day around this time when I first got in Lawrenceville, kind of like. So me and bro on the yard, we doing pull-ups, boom, 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 fall down to the dips, boom, then I swing my legs, pause, and then I do the back arms, you know what I mean? We doing a crazy superset game, so me and bro out there banging. So shorty came out, our slider opened up, and she stepped out and just was standing by the building. As soon as she was standing by the building, bro ain't waste no time. Bro was like, that's all you see was his shirt go like this. That jump was like, that jump was over his head going that way. He popped the top immediately. He went like this because the pull-up bar right by 30 building. The workout area was right there. She's standing right there. She got glasses on, but you can tell she's looking over there where we at. My word, we get on the joint. I was like, man, I can't let her see I'm weak in the pull-ups. Doing them jumps, I only had a 5-piece in me at the time. 1, 2, 3, and then that 4th and 5, I'd be like, yeah, I might be sideways. But the underhand game, I got like a 15 ball in me. So I was like, I'm gonna do the underhand game. She came, I was like, I jumped in the pop. That's word. My homeboy turned around. Man was like, no, bro, we doing overhand, bro. I was like, no, we doing these. I jumped down. He was like, bro, got up there. Bro was like, he grabbed that jump. He was like, he lifted himself up. I'm looking at him like, man, bro, always showing off. He grabbed the bar. He was like, he on the top of the bar. He like, he do a front flip. He do a front flip to come around. He get off the jump like that. I'm like, shorty looking like, he get off, he go to the fence, he like, Joe set, where is it? He walked to the fence, he like, you see me? He was like, yeah, look, that's what I do, I be banging. She standing there smiling like, he like, yeah, I be banging out here, that's what I be doing. Yeah, I be getting it out here, getting this money. That's what I be doing. I do my little underhand game again. He's like, Weezy, you cheating? I'm like, nah, he don't know. I'm not gonna be embarrassed in front of a lady, y'all, so boom. That's why I was carrying it like that, man. So I did my pull-ups, I did my workout, and it was a wrap. I left him alone, standing over there talking to shorty with his shirt off. Bro, a maniac, man. Promise you. We go back in, bro, go take a shower. I take my shower. Shorty come do her round right before dinner. When she come do her round, word, bro got it on smash again. He got it on smash again. He feeling it. So I'm like, yo, bro, that y'all crazy, man. I was like, yo, it's about time now. I'm about to see what's going on, bro. What's up, bro? Like, what is it, a no-go or what? Just give me the count. I need to know what's going on, my guy. He like, no, what I'm saying is, like for real, though, I'm trying to hit first, though, bro. Like, I'm trying to have a gong. He was like, I'm trying to hit. But see, the reason why it was hard for bro to hit is, for one, My bro just had got up there not too long ago, so he didn't have a job. I didn't have a job either at this moment, but he didn't have a job. So when you don't have a job, like coming out, like she worked the day shift, not the night shift. So coming out in the daytime, trying to make a little sneaky power move was kind of like a hard Mission Impossible mission, because you still got the counselors there and you got the unit manager there, man, and all the authorities to be there in the morning time. So like that was kind of like a hard mission for him to do. So bro was making it his business. Bro kept trying to fill out the applications, trying to get the morning shift, because the white dude that had the morning shift job, he got transferred to a lower level. So everybody was trying to fill out and get the joint. So I think he went through her, and then he went through somebody else, and they ended up getting him the gig. So 2 days later, bro get the gig. So I look out there, bro out there joint sweeping now in the morning. Like, you know what I mean? I see bro out there joint sweeping. Bro got the tight tee on, brush hanging out his back pocket game. Bro sweeping up now. You know what I mean? So shorty out there, he'll be the last one to go in. He'll collect the chemicals, go in the closet with her. That's my word. So bro started hitting. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, he started hitting the joint. Now, I didn't have a job, so I could never hold him down. I never witnessed the joint. But I can remember one time, bro pull up. Bro was like, yo, I just smashed her in the closet, bro. He was like, bro, I've been skeeting in this lady, bro, like 2 times this week, bro. I done skeeted in this lady like 2 times. I'm like, bro, you skeeting in her, bro? Like, you ain't got no condom. He was like, nah, I ain't got no condom, bro. What I care about a condom for? I'm locked up. Like, I mean, that sounds good, you know what I mean? But like, you gotta understand, like, if a woman is kind of like super gangster to have sex with an inmate in prison, you know what I mean, with no rubber, like, that means she's an animal on the street, y'all, so boom. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, man. We all know what that is, man. If you're doing it to inmates, man, you're doing it to anybody on the street. Like, I don't care what you say. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with an inmate, because I was an inmate. But like, you know, usually women have standards. And like, you know, the standard isn't getting a job and humping a dude and then that's freaking sleeping where the toilet is at. You know what I mean? But that's not supposed to be the standard now. It happens, and it's gonna continue to happen no matter what I say. And I don't knock it for happening, because I love it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, that's how I looked at women. That's how I viewed it. So like for him to say there's no woman involved, like, it threw me off. It threw me off a little bit, but I didn't want to scare him too much, because I was just like, yo, you know what? Bro got the joint. Like, he did what I couldn't do. Like, he booked her. So he was like, yeah, bro. So I'm like, that. He telling me that. So I'm like, yeah. So he telling me, I'm like, yo, bro. So look, you nailing now, bro. Like, what's up? Like, get her to move. What's goody, bro? We sit here copping from the dudes from the R. I was like, we can get our own work. What's goody? He was like, yeah, look, bro, look, just chill. I got it. He was like, I got it, bro. Like, you gotta relax, you know what I mean? He was like, look, bro, I'm gonna get her gone, all the way gone. So like, you know, I'm letting him do his method, man. You know what I mean? He only know what to do. I'm gonna let him do him, man. So I let it be. 2 weeks go by, bro, doing the same routine, knocking her toboggan off every other day, stuff like that. Coming back with candy. He pulling up on me. Bro got the candy. He got the exotic honey bun. I'm looking at the joint. He got the honey bun. He got the exotic joint. Like, you know, we had the medium-sized buns, kind of like, bro come back, that junk got jumbo written on the paper. He got a jumbo icy white. I'm like, so he coming back with food and snacks, you know what I mean? But like, cookies and cakes ain't gonna pay the bills, y'all, so boom. But I'm not gonna turn up on him yet, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep letting him do him, but he pulling up, letting me hit the honey bun. I'm like, yeah, I'm around with it. I'm like, yes, sir, let me hit that honey bun. Break that joint evenly too. Let me get a piece of that joint, man. The jumbo icy white, bro was popping up with all type of stuff on the load. And to the blind eye, in our pod, you could say that Man was the one that had it. For the blind to the blind eye, you could be like, yo, that was Man joint, man, because she come in the party talking to her. When he's working, he's talking to her. He's cleaning up the chemicals. Like, he's getting one-on-one time with the lady. The lady's bringing him little snacks. He got her. He all the way locked in. Like, it was nothing really else for him to do, because he's all the way locked in. So the whole time this was going on, since the time that he started getting snacks, that's what kind of threw me off a little bit. So we all in the cell, all in for dudes. There's like 5 of us in that joint. So we messing with the Lala. And we got drinks in there. So like, we in there giant little partying a little bit. So we chilling, you know what I mean? Messing with the Lala, hitting the drinks. My homeboy was like, yo, man, what's going on, bro? What's up, bro? He's like, my homeboy got all the D block. What's goody? What's up? He told me to get with him. This word, man was like, say, though, bro, like, hey, you know, I'm chilling right now, bro. He was like, look, man, I rock with that joint. She gonna bring it when she ready. He was like, right now, bro, like, I don't really need money, bro. He was like, she put money on my books. I was like, she put money on your books? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, I don't think she wanna bring the pack. When he said that, that's when I had to kind of like step in a little bit. I was like, yo, bro, listen, let me tell you something, bro. I knew Miss Lee when she was in 60 building, bro. I said she was bringing a package 100 miles per hour, bro, for the dude in 62. I said she was bringing all the Newports, bro. She was bringing him Newports. I said, I never seen her bring Lala. You know what I mean? I was like, but she brings something. And I said, she told you she don't? He was like, no, I just ain't asked her to do nothing like that yet. I'm like, why? He was like, cuz, bro, like, you know what I mean? He was like, man, I got cool with her daughters, and you know what I mean? I done kind of like like really gain the bond with her and stuff, man. Like I might go home in the jump though, Weezy. I'm like, bro, listen, all right, man. You know what I mean? Like hearing somebody talk like that means his mind is made up. This mean that Shaka's in love. So boom. That's all that meant, man. So like, do you, bro, man? So I chill. My little homeboy was like, but look though, I'm saying though, bro, like, come on, man. Like, what we gonna do, bro? Like, you in the car now, right? My homeboy was like, you hitting her, right? He was like, yeah. So he was like, what's the problem? He was like, man, look, the problem is that y'all just thinking about y'all though, bro. He was like, man, she got kids to raise, bro. Like, if she lose her job, bro, like what she gonna have next? What she gonna have next, bro, if she lose her job? I said, bro, she can lose her job for having sex with you, bro. What are you saying, bro? He was like, man, I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, he pulled his brush out, like, he ain't even had an answer for that. He was like, I'm saying, though, she's in the front part like this. He was like, I'm saying, though, I mean, bro, I just ain't really trying to risk her and lose her job like that, bro. Like, for real, though, bro, like, that's gonna get her job lost. She gonna lose her job behind that, bro. Like, if she lose her job behind us having sex, like, like, at least it ain't going to jail, you know what I mean? I'm like, bro done trying to justify having sex with a CO game, y'all, so boom. So, man started becoming one of these guys that I'm gonna say that you really just couldn't tell him nothing when it came to her. You know what I mean? And like I say, it goes back to what I said. You will find dudes that's all the way official, man, except for when it comes to a woman, man. And man was showing those qualities, man. I'm sorry, man, like real talk. You was acting like a real sucker for love right now, man. This is how you acting, man. You acting like you met this lady and this is your soulmate, man. This lady been getting her toboggan knocked off since 60 building game. You know what I mean? Like, I know she a freak. This is the real count. This lady is a freak, man. You know what I mean? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This lady has been around the world. She's been around the world. She's in penitentiary, having sex unprotected. Come on, man. You think this lady care about anything? She might let a truck driver hit. They got stinky feet, y'all, so boom. Nothing against the truck drivers, though, man. I'm messing around. But still, though, y'all know what I mean, man. Like, I just think she didn't care. I'm sorry. I don't think she cared about nothing, man. I'm being honest, man. I really think she didn't care about her well-being like that. You know what I mean? Now, it's cool that she's coming in there looking out for inmates. I rock with that, you know what I mean? But still, though, like, when you talking about going home to something, like, come on, bro. Like, that's wild. But still, though, bro has got his mind made up about what's going on. You can't tell him nothing. So, my homeboy, we go back and forth with him. He don't bite. He don't go for it. We let it be, man. So she come to work. He do his same routine. Now he lit all up. He hollering at her, he spitting at her, talking to her, you know what I mean? They really act like a little couple. They used to act like a little couple, man. So I'm alright, man. That joke crazy, man. So let him do him, man. So the next day when she worked, she had this other young girl working. And the young girl was in the booth and she was on the floor. So the joke was sweet. It was a female sergeant working that was dumb cool. And this fell on a weekend. It was a female sergeant. And it was the new female CO that was working in the booth, and Ms. Lee was working the floor. So when Ms. Lee switched with the lady came on the floor. Like, it was just sweet. Ms. Lee was in the booth. It was a lot going on. So I told my man, I'm like, yo, I'm about to sneak over in y'all part. I'm about to 229 game. So I 229. I ain't gonna lie. My man them got the drinks. So I go to my man them block. You know what I mean? Holler at a few dudes before I go in there, get to my man's cell, sit down, you know what I mean? We chilling. So I'm telling my man, like, yo, bro, like, man, I'm trying to get some money, man. Like, bro, I've been spending too much bread. Like, I'm trying to make a play. You know what I mean? So my homeboy, like, why your homeboy ain't get old girl? Every time I look up, he in the hallway talking her head off. I'm like, I don't know, man. He was like, yeah, like, he from the town, right? I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, why he ain't, I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, bro said he in love, kind of like he might go home to the joint. And all of that, he started telling me about another dude that we know from Norfolk. I ain't gonna say his name. He started telling me about his homeboy was the same way before he was about to go home, like super sucker for love. Maybe it's about to go home syndrome when you get like that with a CO that's working, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. But bro told us the same thing. So I'm like, yo, this wild right here, bro. I'm like, man, for real though, bro. Like I know she'll do something. I was like, man, he was like, man, look. He was like, look, you know whatchamacallit hitting, right? I'm like, who? He was talking about it was a dude that was in a member. I'm not even gonna say what member he was in. I'm gonna say red team, blue team, or the GD team. I'm not gonna say what team he was on, but he was definitely a member. But he was like, yo, such and such hitting the joint too. I'm like, he tell me, I'm like, for real? He like, yeah, bro. Like he was like, he one of them type of dudes. Like he don't care. Like he just, he come out and he was like, when she work and stuff, like after she'll come out y'all part, he was like, she'll come in my part. Bro work too. So he was like everybody knew he hitting her, bro. He was like, he hitting her, and she bringing him the cigarettes. So I'm like, bro, you lying, bro. He was like, man, listen, like, you ain't hear that from me. He was like, the only reason I know is because my homeboy didn't mess with the cigarettes. Like, he only messed with the Lala. So he was like, the only reason I know that is my celly be spending money on the cigarettes. And he was like, my celly done bought some packs from him. And there ain't no other place that he could be getting it from. You know what I mean? So like, that's what I just thought it was two and two together, and that's the count. You know what I mean? So I'm like, that's crazy. I was like, but I already know it though. He was like, man, I'm telling you, bro. He was like, man, like, bro, been hitting, man. He was like, bro said shorty a freak. He was like, he found out through his man in 60 building. That's why. So I'm like, man, that's crazy. Just like I told bro that she was a freak. So you supposed to capitalize off a freak. Bro talking all this sucker for love stuff, talk about he ready to go home to and all this other stuff about the family, man. Come on, man. We maniacs in prison, y'all. So boom. We don't really think before we make moves. We make moves, then we think. Then the consequences come after that, man. You just gotta be able to think better next time, man. And this guy, my homeboy, man, he was making stupid moves, man. Now I done found this out, man. So I'm like, how I'm gonna tell him this, man? My homeboy was like, look, like for real though, bro, like if you tell him and he mess around and pull up and it be a big thing, bro, it's gonna look stupid, bro. I'm telling you, like I'm like, man, if you do that, that's super lame right there. I ain't even gonna lie, I was like, man, that's super lame if he do that though, bro. I was like, man, for real though, I was like, bro, I'm trying to get some cigarettes or something, bro. I'm sitting here looking stupid. My homeboy got a jank and I can't get no money. He was like, man, what's free? I don't care, bro. Say something. You ain't here for me though. You know, I'm like, all right. So me and bro stayed over there drunk, got lit. And by me getting lit, that's kind of like intensified. Like I'm definitely going to holler at him, like boosting my confidence. So I get back to the pod. I seen bro standing back by his cell on the bottom tier doing push-ups. Shirt off, gang. He like this. He do 10, he stand up. He get back down A-side. Do 10 diamonds. Bro used to black out. This is my word. I walk over to him. I take a long walk to him, y'all. I'm walking. I'm like this. I'm lit. I'm like, walk to him. I'm like, what's up? He was like, what's up? I wait for him to finish the set. He was like, he's about to do the diamonds. I said, oh, bro. He's like, what's up? I'm like, hey, look, man. I tell you something. He was like, what? I'm like, bro, listen, bro. First of all, we gotta set some rules if I tell you this. He was like, what's up, Weezy? You know, I don't be saying that. I said, nah, I don't trust you on this one. He was like, what about Miss Lee? He went to that immediately. He said, what about Miss Lee? I said, bro, listen. I said, look, don't say nothing about this. I'm only telling you if you can try to get her to bring this package, bro. He was like, man, there you go with that, man. He went down to his diamonds. I said, bro, he's like, I can hear you. I'm like, I'm standing there, he doing diamonds. I'm like, he get up. I'm like, man, look, man. He was like, what? I was like, bro, look, man, sing this league out there, I'm hating my old boy over there. You know what I mean? That's from the such and such, you know what I mean? Old boy, that's in that cell, I'm like, and she bringing in the cigarettes. I was like, I got this from a reliable source. I said, I'm not telling you this for you can be on no BS. I said, that's not how we move anyway. So I'm telling you this for you can capitalize and stop feeling bad about getting her to bring this stuff. I was like, man, because listen, bro, I said, every CEO that work here that mess with somebody, man, they got several boyfriends, y'all. So boom. What is you thinking, bro? I'm telling him the truth. He was like, oh, she bringing something. Oh, word? Yeah. He went down to his push-ups. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, yeah, bro. And she bringing the tobacco, bro. So like, yeah, man, like, what's up, man? You gotta leave. Like, man. He got up. He was like, she a liar too. Man, she a liar. I was like, huh? He was like, she a liar too. He did his diamonds. His push-ups. Look, he was looking meaner on his push-ups this time. I looked up at him. He was like this because I walked around a little bit as he doing his job. I'm like, I looked down at him. He was like this doing his diamonds this time. He was like, his face was like this. He was like, you know how the diamonds you got scrub with. He got up. He was like, she a liar too. She a liar too. I said, bro, I told you she a liar, bro. He said, nah, not about that. I said, what you talking about? He was like, man, she told me I was the only one. I'm like, man. I said, my homeboy a nigga poop, y'all. So boom. What's wrong with this guy, man? It's never the only one. It's never one person, man. It's never going to be that, man. What is the matter with you? You should know these things, man. You tripping, bro. So he was like, man, you know what? Hey, for real, though, like, I won't go say nothing true about it, but yeah, I'm going to straighten her, though. I'm going to straighten her about that, though, bro, because for real, though, bro, look, man, I'm about to get my home plan, bro. She going to end up quitting before I go home, bro. You know what I mean? I'm going to get my home plan over there, bro. I'm going to go home, bro. I'm going home to her, bro, but she lied. Now I'm about to change my mind. She tripping, bro. I'm like, this conversation didn't supposed to go this way. Like, it didn't supposed to happen like the way I'm acting, like the way I'm seeing him react. It didn't supposed to go like that. And I'm just hearing them talking. I'm like, I just felt stupid. I'm like, yo, bro, like, whatever you do, man, I'm like, bro, just don't put my name in it, bro. That's all I'm asking, bro. Like, don't put my name in this, bro. That's all. He like, nah, bro, like, nah, but hold on. He got back down, he did the regular joints. Yeah. He got up, he was like, nah, bro. He was like, bro, she a liar, though, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's all good, though, man. Like, I looked at his face, man. I promise you, bro, that look hurt, y'all, so boom. He almost like he had a little waterness right here, man. He was like, she a liar, though, man. Like, I can't wait till she come back to work. Can't wait till she come back to work. He went down, did his diamonds. I'm like, man, all right, bro. I pilled, man. I'm like, man, this conversation didn't go the way I wanted to, man. I had to vent to somebody about this, man. I went to my homeboy, man, the old head from the town, man. I went to his cell, man. Bro, like, what's up, home slice? I'm like, man, look, man, it's crazy, man. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, what's going on now? I'm like, man, freaking man. He knew man. I was like, man, freaking man, like it all, but he booed up in his league, bro. He was like, oh yeah, he loved that lady, man. He was like, man, look, you know, he came in here, bro, to borrow 2 Snicker bars to get her the other night. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, before she went home, he gave her 2 Snicker bars. He came and borrowed it from me. Now, my old head was a store box too, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah, he borrowed it from me. I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. He was like, yeah, man, he told me he in love. He going home to the joint, right? I'm like, psst. I was like, bro, I told him that the joint a freak, bro, from 60 building. She be doing this, doing that. Get her to bring the package. He was like, man, yeah, like she been a freak. He was like, bro, before she was a 60 building, she was over here. He was like, bro, this is her second time over here. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. He was like, with Hot Rod and all of them, rest in peace. He was like, with Hot Rod and San Juan, I'm all over here. He was like, bro, she was all over me. He was like, San Juan was on the top. I was like, for real, bro? He was like, bro, listen, she been like that, bro. Then he started telling me about dudes from Portsmouth that was across the hall that been down on it. Like, he was like, man, dudes been on her top since the beginning of time, you know what I mean? So I was catching the second wave of probably her in 60 building, you know what I mean? So like, that jump was just crazy. So he was like, man, I ain't telling home slice that, man, because, you know, it ain't my business. He said, dudes that get like that, like they love these COs. He was like, I just let them do that, man. He was like, I ain't got time for that. You know, bro done been on Lawrenceville for like 10, 12 years. Like, so I definitely rock with him and rock with his opinion because he has seen it all. He been on Lawrenceville from the good times to now to where I'm up there. You know what I mean? I met him in 09. I think bro been on Lawrenceville since like 2001 game, y'all. So boom. That's a long time to be on one camp, especially something sweet as Lawrenceville. So bro been up there a minute. He like 10 years in and already on the joint. So I heard him out, man. He definitely made a lot of sense. But the last thing I told him was like, yo, like, man, I was like, man, like, was I whack for telling bro that, man? I was like, I just was trying. He was like, nah, you was trying to get him to move. Yeah, you ain't whack for that, man. You know what I mean? Like, man, you know, that y'all ain't what you supposed to do. If he ain't listening, there ain't nothing you can do about it. Weezy, like, he gonna move on his own accord. I was like, bro, you right. I understand that. And I ain't gotta, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't getting in the way of that no more, bro. Like, let bro do him. I ain't gonna say nothing to him about it though, man. But I felt defeated. I felt like I did all of that and it didn't mean nothing. Like, you know, usually if you're dealing with somebody that's really your homeboy and somebody you rocking with, you bring that type of information, man, it's gonna count for something, man. Especially if somebody's eyes is blind, man. But like I say, man, dudes be like super crazy when it comes to women. So I can't tell nobody nothing, man. So I dapped bro up and dipped. I went back to the cell, man, and I just laid it down for the rest of the day, man. I came back out, got me some ice. When the ice came later, went back in the cell, man. So I just chilled for the rest of the night. So the next morning roll around, I hear Miss Lee on the intercom telling everybody stand by for breakfast. So I get up, take my time, get myself together. You know, I want no rush or nothing like that. You know, breakfast, she didn't tell us we was first, second, third, whatever the case. So I get myself together. It's still dark outside. I look out the window. It's dark outside and dark in our pod. It's dark outside and dark in our pod. So I look, I'm like, man, I'm crazy, man. So I get myself together. I come out. I see Miss Lee. She was up there. And then I see there was another lady up there with her, you know what I mean? So it was like 2 of them up there. Miss Lee was the one that made the announcement for us to get ready to stand by for child. So get ready to dip. Next thing you know, Miss Lee disappeared out the booth. So Miss Lee disappeared out the booth. I seen bro, when we go to breakfast, I seen bro talking to her when we was leaving, you know what I mean? Like, it's early, I'm not thinking nothing crazy or nothing like that. But I go eat my breakfast, man, and then I had to wait for 40 building. You know what I mean? That's how I end up staying a little later than I was. So I go eat my breakfast, and I had to wait for 40 building. Now, when you come back from breakfast, like, they will like let you chill for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, then they'll lock the pod down just until child is over with. Then they gonna count again. Then we come back out after that for mob 1, school, outside rec, all that morning rec, all that. That's when we come out. So that's you know what I mean? That's how I usually go. But I waited for 40 building. So I come back. So when I come back to the pod, I'm walking back with my man. So when we come around the corner, I already see her standing by our doors. You know what I mean? She's standing by our front door, 30 building. So I'm walking back with my man. So when we get to 30 building, like, I'm like, all right, I'll holler at you, bro. I dap my bro up. My bro went to 40, but I turned around. She was just looking at me like this. I promise you, Miss Lee was like, she just had this type of like disgust look on her face about me. So I'm like, he let me in because the door was closed. She was like, she hit the button. That's what I'm saying. I was like, excuse me. She was like, she blocked the jump. I'm like, excuse me. I seen that big booty. I'm like, excuse me, Miss Lee. She was like, why you tell him that I'm doing something for somebody in 31 pod?
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.